Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive, but guys, a brand new Pokemon Masters video today. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how exactly to get a perfect 5-star sync pair when you first start the game. Now, this is a really cool tip, and it's probably one of the best tips you can get for this game. If you've already jumped into the game, you can still do this if you want, but this is definitely probably one of the best tips you can get. So anyone who's new to the game, definitely check this out, because what you'll find is that every time you get gems, you're going to be able to get sync pairs, but getting good sync pairs is pretty unlikely, and you want to get the 5 stars as soon as possible. So you can see I've actually played quite a bit. If you look at my teams here, let me show you kind of like just the different characters I have. I've unlocked quite a bit so far. I've got like a level 75 Beedrill, but I don't have a ton of 5-star sync pairs. I really only have Brendan, Olivia, and Rosa, who you get at the beginning of the game. I really haven't gotten that many, despite having played this game pretty extensively over the last day or so. I do think this game is free to play, by the way, for anyone who's wondering about that, but this is one tip that you're going to take advantage of right now to get yourself a good sync pair to start off the game. So what you're going to do is you're going to do what's called a reroll. You're going to actually reroll your account, because they're giving bonus gems when you start out. So I'm going to cut, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do that. So you've got a new account here for Pokemon Masters. You're going to select everything like you normally would. You'll set up your birthday. You could just kind of do whatever you want. I'm just going to make one up. Doesn't really matter. You have to do all the accepting of everything, kind of agree to everything, all that good stuff. And then you're going to create an account once the time comes. But this is a really cool way to, like I said, make sure that you get something good. We'll use Nintendo. We'll make an account here really quickly. And we'll just create a Nintendo account, and then you just pop in the information, you know, whatever you want to do. You could do something legit, you could do something fake, whatever you want. You just set in your date of birth, and then however you want to do it. I'm going to do a nickname. I'll do aDrive Live. I'll do. You got to pop it in the email address. So I'll cut through all this, and I'll kind of show you guys where we're at. Okay, so it says I've successfully made that. You can choose to do the notifications, whatever you want to do. All that good stuff. You make your account, and then just gonna load everything up. You're gonna get into Pokemon Masters, and you're gonna basically do whatever you can to kind of fly through the early screens here, because I'm gonna create a nickname. I'll do aDrive Live, and again, it doesn't really matter. You can choose your name, obviously. We'll just pick any character here. It doesn't really matter. And you can change all this later, not your name, but you can change like your appearance and stuff later. So just kind of pick whatever, just kind of fly through all this good stuff here. And you're gonna see, because the game is new, there's actually login bonuses right now, and there's all these daily bonuses. So you actually get extra gems that you wouldn't get previously, or in the future. You can get them now, and you can use that to your advantage to get some pretty cool sync pairs, specifically 5-star sync pairs. And this process could take a while. It might not take that long at all. Depends on how lucky you get. Like I said, I recommend doing this, though. I really do. As someone who's played this game, like I said, for quite a while, I've unlocked, you know, a bunch of sync pairs. I really only have gotten 2 extra 5-star sync pairs. So even with all the time I've played, so they are pretty rare, and it is worth taking the time to get a good 5-star sync pair at the beginning, whether it's Karen or whether it's, you know, whatever it may be. I do recommend doing that. It's just worth it to you. So you have to go through a couple little things here, because you can't actually do the shop yet. So we can go to the main story here. We're gonna do a couple little things. Like I said, it's not too bad. You just kind of unlock the first chapter. You get Rosa. Rosa's actually really good, by the way, for anyone who's new to the game. Rosa is insanely good. I highly recommend actually using her Snivy. You can evolve it. I have a video on how to evolve Snivy as well. So there's a couple little things that kind of give you the basics on how you can do it. But you're just going to, like I said, mash through all this. And again, if it's your first time playing, you can kind of go through all the things. But it's pretty quick. You'll be able to go through the basic tutorial. And I'm curious, like, actually how long the whole tutorial is going to take, because this reroll, like I said, I do feel like it is worth it. I do feel like it is worth it, because getting that 5-star, whether it's Karen or whether it's Phoebe or whether it's Olivia, I mean, those are some really, really good characters. And again, because you don't really have the opportunity to get those 5-star characters unless you get super lucky later on, it's worth taking the time to do it. Like, I've even after investing like 10 or 15 hours in the game, I've even thought about like doing this for my main account, because even with all the time I put into it, it's very challenging to get the good trainers. You don't necessarily need them, though. Like, that's one thing too. Like, they are really good to get them, but you don't have to necessarily have like 5-star characters to be able to play this game effectively. Alright, so I'm just gonna go through this ridiculous tutorial here. Use Brock and stuff like that. You gotta wait for your gauge to fill up. Oh my god, this is so slow. I've got all the power-ups and stuff now, so things go a lot faster nowadays. And you can use kind of like you know, special defense buff and stuff like that. We'll knock out the Pidgey here, and then we'll use Brock to rock throw the Zubat. And hopefully we'll get a 5-star on the first try. That would be great. It'd be so funny if I got, so I really want Phoebe is the 5-star that I'm trying to get, because her Dusclops is like insanely good as a support, and it's like one of the characters in sync pairs that I want the most. So we'll go through that. And like I said, you will get Rosa at the beginning. Rosa is a 5-star character, and highly recommend using Rosa throughout the game. She's so good. She's like really good. If you don't know why she's good, she's got an ability that basically refills your entire gauge, which is massive. I don't know if there's any other sync pairs that do that. I'm still trying to figure out if there's any other sync pairs that can sub for a Rosa, but her Snivy does evolve into Superiors, so you have some opportunities there. So we'll do this, and then we'll Thundershock the Meryl. So by having the ability to kind of refill your gauge, like that's just massive. Like that's so good. So we'll go for Rock Throw on the Drifloon. It's so crazy, like going back to this tutorial now after having played the game like pretty extensively. I'm like, man, this is a pretty slow move in here. But they do teach you pretty cool stuff, and I'm at the point now where I'm like grinding the items and doing all sorts of cool stuff. So I definitely feel like this game has a lot of potential, and I'm pretty excited for it. So you go through all that, you kind of could skip some of the screens. We're gonna unlock Rosa here, hopefully, and then we'll get access to the store. And again, a lot of people have been asking me, like, is this game free to play? Do you have to spend money? And my answer to that is, like, if you're gonna spend any money at all, there's like a little thing where you can get 10 sync pairs, guaranteed 1 5-star. That would be the only one I'd recommend spending money on at this point in time. I don't feel like it's worth spending money on this game otherwise at this point. I think just buying gems and just unlocking stuff just isn't worth it. Only do it if you're gonna get a guarantee 5-star, in my opinion. And again, I'm someone who, like, this is what I'm doing as my job, like making content on YouTube. So like I can in some ways kind of justify spending money on games like this. But even I'm at the point where I'm like, all right, I'm not spending any more because it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. So you're dealing with RNG, and that's the gacha motto, right? You're dealing with this massive RNG to try to unlock stuff, and like you're just not gonna get it. Like you're not. This method right here to get the guarantee 5-star to start off your journey is the best way to start, and this is what I'd, like I said, highly recommend if you're going to kind of get into Masters. So let's see here. We got this battle here. We can do a little skip. We got our sync move, so we'll go for Thundershock into that. We'll see how fast we can beat this. We'll sync move again, just kind of keep Thundershocking some stuff here. We'll aim for the Fletchling, we'll Thundershock. We're aiming to try to get our sync move. And like I said, the one thing too that I think a lot of people are I probably should be using Onyx Rock Throw, but that's okay, we'll Rock Throw this time. One thing too is, like, I don't really feel like you have to do anything too crazy with this game. Like I've been using Beedrill, which is a 3-star, and you can get every sync pair up to 5 stars if you grind enough. It's a long process though. Like it would take a tremendous amount of time to do all that. But you can actually get every sync pair up to 5 stars if you unlock the right stuff, which comes from getting duplicate sync pairs, which again, that's a pretty time-consuming thing. So Snivy's actually going to go for its sync move first. That's going to be pretty devastating there for Starmie, but luckily Starmie is going to take like no damage there, and we can just go for the Pikachu sync move here, and we will knock out the Snivy most likely, or at least do a lot of damage to it. Yeah, we just straight up knock it out. And I cannot emphasize enough how good Snivy is, dude. Like Rosa, definitely really good. So they do give you a super good sync pair to start. And I've been using, like, my main team right now is Rosa, Beedrill, and Meditite, and like it still crushes things, you know what I mean? And those are 2 3-stars and, you know, a game given 5-star. But this is why getting this 5-star now is such a level up. So we'll get Rosa. Again, this is a pretty long process. It's about 10 minutes each time. But I promise you, this is worth it, dude. Like, this is so worth doing, going through this cutscene. And I wish I knew of this before. Like, I really do. So we'll get Rosa here. She's got her Snivy. Again, highly recommend using her. Can't say it enough, because Rosa's super duper good. And I think we can access the store at this point, hopefully. And please let me access the store. They give you some like login bonuses, so you can check your kind of Rotom decks, or Porygon phone rather, and they'll give you some, yeah, so they'll tell you about the store here. If you want to come to the shop, so you go to the shop, and then you can get all sorts of stuff. So Sync Pair Scout, and we're gonna get a Sync Pair Scout. So we automatically get You automatically get Whitney the first time, which is actually pretty good. Whitney's not bad, so that's cool. And then you can get power up, and then we should be able to get our bonus gems. That's to make changes to your team. You can edit your team, and if you want to put mill tank on it, you can do that. So that's good. And there we go. And now we are going to restart the application because there's data that they got to download. Okay. And got to do a little download. We'll cut real quick. Back in it, you can skip the conversation with Misty. And I think we're at the point now where we can do it. So you're going to get the login bonus here, 200 gems. You're going to get a login bonus there. And then I believe you get free gems as well. One-time special. So you close out of that. We'll go to our gifts here. Make sure you go to your gifts, claim all. You get a 1,000 special free gems. And then now you go to the shop and you're going to sync pair scout. I've got 1,300 gems to work with. And you're going to do sync pair scout every single time with these 1,300 gems that you get at the beginning. And again, these are not going to be available in the future. Like, you're not going to have the opportunity. So I got Janine here, which is pretty cool. Let's keep going, see if we can get something good. So you get essentially 4 rolls here, and I think it's about a 7% chance to get a 5-star off the bat. So dude, I get Phoebe, the one I've wanted this entire time in my main account, and I get Phoebe on the first try. So this is why I'm telling you, do this reset like a million times over. It is so worth it. I get Phoebe the first try, like my second one, and I get Ariados too, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna get Seabold, which is really, dude, this is an insane pull. Like, why is this not my real life? Like, this isn't even this is so devastating right now. I'm like partially salty, but I'm like happy that it worked for the tutorial so I could show you guys. And then I'm gonna get Bruno. I got amazing pulls. I genuinely hope you guys have the same luck as I just had, because now I have an incredible character. Specifically, Phoebe is so good. She just has so, like, so you can get the critical hit rate. You got passive skills. I don't think I can even show it yet because I'm not far enough. Yeah, I don't have the ability to show all this stuff that it can do, but that's just incredible there. So basically, if you don't get it, you just restart the game and you do that process again. So I'll show you how to do that really quickly. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna click the little Rotom phone down here. You're gonna go to account. So the little Rotom, or the Porygon phone rather, account, and delete save data, and then you'll delete it, and then you'll basically start again and do the whole process again. I'm not gonna delete it because I got the Dusclops, so that's pretty cool. I don't think I'm gonna actually play on this account, but go figure. I get the 5-star on the first try, guys. Hopefully this video helped you out. Hopefully you have the same luck I just had. It's worth it, I'm telling you. I know it was a launch tutorial. I wanted to give you guys the full rundown. Do this, get your 5-star. Again, if you've already played a little bit, it might still be worth coming back and just doing it again. But hopefully this helped. Like the video, subscribe if you guys are new. Let me know what other Pokemon Masters videos you want to see. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.